everyone, and welcome to Gavra Racing for round number 9 here in the Super League for Imola here, as today we're here for another race for this week in Gavra Racing, so very good to see that. So at the moment we're going to be seeing how will the Super League boys do it round the kind of very historic Imola circuit here, and obviously which can prove to be very challenging with some corners being very dependent on traction. So good evening to 7 riders. As if you didn't know, our previous Premier Series Season 4 champion, so Season 4, Season 3, he is the champion of that Grand Prix season, and yeah, really good to see that, and really happy that he has got it because he's done such a dominant display. But today we're here in the Super League where another title could be decided. It's going to be this man Pope, who could take the title if he outscores Piero, who's actually not here by 3 points. But if Pope goes, I believe, 7th or 8th with the fastest lap or higher, then that is the title. But yeah, we've got some drivers coming back. We've got like Dan Schneider, Jetsy. We've got a lot of drivers here coming back, and really good to see that Jetsy and Dan Schneider are back here. So at the moment, Dan Schneider's doing a very good display at the moment with a 1 minute 15.482. Good evening to Born Evil. As yeah, so what we can expect is maybe we might start reaching just in the zone of maybe the 1 minute 40s, very high 1 minute 14s. And yeah, so unfortunately no full quali as always, and if you want to do that, then 20 people would be our mark. But yeah, at the moment F1 Lover down into P9 as Volanik with a fantastic statement there, and puts himself into P1 provisionally with a 1 minute 15.0. so it looks like we might start reaching here very slowly the 1 minute 14, so good to see that. And yeah, we will see surprises. Yes, I can definitely tell you that there will be maybe some surprises backed in here for the Super League. So we could see a champion, and it could be Pope, but you never know what's going to happen. Piero unfortunately cannot do this Grand Prix, so let's see. F1 Lover into turn 1 here, just pushing the car here pretty much, and he's on obviously the medium tyres, so he's going to try and just, get used to the car, get used to the setup maybe, and the medium tyres. Sets a 24.3 in the first sector, just about 2/10 up on that time. So through Toza very nicely, and now into Peretzella, very high speed corner, and just want to get the car nice position, use all the exit curb available, and now just get the car nice position for Aquaman Ride, one of the hardest corners on the circuit, or if not the hardest, because it's just so dependent on traction. The rears just scream for their life through the chicane, the third chicane, and he does it quite nicely, using like a lot of the sausage curb, as using that sausage curb will benefit you a lot, and if used perfectly then it'll come to good effect. F1 Lover just about from the skin of his teeth gets just about out of invalidation, but eventually does get an invalidation. But yeah, good evening to Piero. Dutch Army is back with Jetsy, and yeah, Dan Schneider making his return with Jetsy, so I wonder how will the two Dutchmen do here, and they're pretty good friends, I think, and hopefully they'll battle on the racetrack very nicely. Let's see how will they do. But Tunchuri on the lap, he's 2/10 up currently on his lap, so Tunchuri's doing a very good job. He's really getting used to the assists, and now he sets the purple middle sector. So Tuncuri is on the pace at the moment, and he's gonna try and make a very good final sector here through now Ravazza 1 and now Ravazza 2, through the final corner, very nicely on the exit. Plower fall down now onto the line. It's going to be P6 for Tuncuri, the Finnish driver. Very good lap from him, especially after those performances in the Super League. He's done a very good lap, and that's Tuncuri nearly dropping it at the middle of the Tamburello chicane. That was very close, and that's definitely his lap abandoned, but we're gonna have an onboard lap here with Dan Schneider, and so let's go on board with the Dutchman. So making his return in the Super League. So DRS open over 195 miles an hour and getting the car nicely prepared. There's a bit of traffic ahead of him, could affect him into someone. Brake just before the 50-meter board, using all the runoff area possible. Use the curb on the right hand side after the Tamburello chicane into the Villeneuve chicane. Push the car nicely, gets a bit of understeer, and now into Toza. You want to just curl in the car and getting the power, and now foot to the floor. Now into Peratella. You want to just brake just before the 50-meter board. Use all the runoff area you can, and now into just brake just after, not brake just just after the curb, and now into the chicane. He's 3/10 up at the moment. Use all the sausage curb you possibly can, using all the runoff at the exit, and now into this pretty medium length straight. Now into Ravazza 1, using all the curb possible through Ravazza 2. Now doing the final corner, get the power planted to the floor, and now it's going to be the shortest circuit to the line. It's going to be P2, and it's going to be 43 thousandths of a second behind Leo Couch, just at the fastest lap. Volanix P3 here, and I believe he's abandoned his lap. MC Coe is invalidated. Jetsi has gone up a lot. Wiggly Style P2, 4 now, and that's a very good lap from Wiggly Style. So this, the Ferrari team are doing a fantastic job when it comes to the Super League. As yeah, good evening to Tabby Dubdex and Gavra as well, and yeah, so there's the other fan sector 1 and 2, so I'm going very fast. Wiggly Style lets in, I believe 2 safe. Oh, that's Unit J actually. Cars, let's see. What can he do? He cuts the inside there too much, and that's going to invalidate his lap. And yeah, they are going on 1 minute and 15. Very quick laps from the Super League drivers. Very good to see. But Pope now about to set his lap, but he's invalidated, unfortunately. F1 Lovers just started his lap, so let's go for a lap with him, and let's see what can he do here. So foot to the floor here after the Tamburello chicane, using look all curb available. Now into the Villeneuve chicane, just getting the car nicely settled. Don't use understeer through the second part. He's 3/10 up, and that's a purple first sector for the British driver, and he gets a bit of oversteer there, and that could hamper him. Now into now Piratella, using all the curb available, and he's using that really nicely there. F1 Lover turning in just after the curb finishes on the right. A brake where he just starts to get on the curb. He just about is at the brink of invalidation at Raleigh there into the chicane. Now he is at the moment 8/10 up. He cuts too much of the chicane, and he was on the purple middle sector, and that is going to invalidate his lap, and he's now going to cool his tyres off, and that is Jutsikev now going into provisional pole with a 1 minute 14.0, so we're going more deeper into the 1 minute 14s, and at the moment Jutsikev is on provisional pole. It's a nice lap from the Swiss driver, and yes, definitely. Yeah, P9 with the fastest lap. Yeah, JMB, yeah. Piero couldn't do the race because I'm not sure why, but Yeah, he wasn't able to do the race, or was Unique J through the final corner there, and he's going into the pits. And to say now, what can he do? The Barbadian driver, what can he do here? Into now the Villeneuve chicane, the Villeneuve chicane, now into Toza, purple first sector for the Mercedes, now through Toza, very nicely put in that power in the Mercedes W12, now into Peretzella, using all the curb available there, to say just maybe a bit too safe on the curbs there, taking it very nice and smooth, getting the power on straight away, now into the chicane. He's 6/10 up at the moment, no purple middle sector, as he had in the first sector, now into what would be Ravazza, and now into Ravazza goes to Saint, locks up a bit there through the final corner. He gets the power nicely put in, and now onto the line goes to Saint. What is it gonna be? It's gonna skyrocket to P2, 300ths behind Judzikev. And this is getting very close, and it's just about 1 second between the top 11, so it's super close at the moment. But yeah, shocking times at the moment, as Gavra said there. But yeah, good luck for Kevin Jutsi, as at the moment this is the man on provisional pole. But yeah, good luck for that race. But to Saint is now gonna box, and let's see, Leocat is about to start a lap, the Academy League champion from last season. He's gonna try and stick it on pole, I believe for the second time this season, if he can do the deeds, and it's gonna be a very, very difficult one. So Leocat is going to push this to the absolute maximum here, and this could be his final lap, the penultimate lap, if he's on a 2-lap run. But if you're just using all the curb, you could just see how much he'd throw in the car there. 1800ths behind his first sector time, so not that much, and it's definitely minimal downtime. So for the Portuguese driver now through now into Aquaman, the Raleigh's doing very nice against Bino oversteer mid corner, but now into the chicane. He's 500th sub, so at the moment he will be super close behind Toussaint. So this is going to be a rundown now into Ravazza. Leocat could stick this on pole. Judzikev though is on an outlap, so he's going to try. If Leocat does get the lap, then Judzikev will definitely maybe try and improve that. But what a lap from Leocat, a 1 minute 14.5, and that is just something out of complete measure. 1 minute 14.5, and that's going to absolutely skyrocket the track record. Wow, that was a fantastic show there. But yeah, 14.5 for the JP Rose retired, so that's going to be him now, definitely out of qualified. Pope, shocking from him at the moment. Let's see now through the final corner, what can the championship leader do? He could win the championship today, so he's going to try and do that. So Pope now under pressure here. Piero's probably watching the stream. Yeah, definitely, Gavra. I agree with you, but let's see Pope 5/10 down in the first sector. Oh, that is a hash. That's Judzikev at the exit of the Villeneuve chicane, and that is not going to help him either. Toussaint's about to start his lap, but he's invalidated, and I think he might have just invalidated the next lap, but he has not. Or maybe, maybe not, but let's see. Tusek now can try and sneak up to P2 here. Jutsikev is defenseless now after that spin, but Tusek is going to give absolutely everything. This man is going to have ice in his veins, but he goes a bit too wide at the exit of the Tamburello chicane, and that is not going to help him a lot, and that's going to invalidate his lap. He can try and still do another lap, but he's got to save the tyres and fuel. Dan Schneider's on a lap as well. He's just about a tenth behind Toussaint. Volanik and Jetty can't do nothing about it. Dan Schneider can try and fly a flag here for McLaren to maybe start on the front row here. As he's a bit just about up on his time here in the middle sector. Through now the final sector, over 185 miles an hour through Ravazza, giving it absolutely everything through the power here as early as he possibly can. Gets a bit of oversteer, catches it very nicely to the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be 14.9, and that is going to be 8 thousandths of a second behind Toussaint, and it's going to be one of the most impressive statements in probably Imola this weekend. Leo Cat with a lap which is just absolutely stunning. 1 minute 14.5, a class of the field in qualifying. 3/10 up on his nearest rival Jutsikev. Leo Cat, I'm not sure how he's done that, but the Portuguese driver has pulled it out of the bag, and he's got pole position from Jutsikev, about 3/10 behind him. With Toussaint third, Dan Schneider fourth, and Mr. F1 Lover putting it up to fifth. And this man, what a lap from him, goes into that very slender gap between Jutsikev and F1 Lover, second to fifth by around 600ths of a second. This is very close. Volanik sixth, Jetty seventh, Wiggly Star eighth. MC Cooley and Bonneville 9th and 10th. They're going to be looking for something better with the Alpine team. Unique J, Tuncuri, Pope, very big one. Jamie Cyril, Starkick and Shankster are the ones who have not not in the top 10. So what was this? Okay, I just capped out the lap time. Oh, well that well, really unfortunate for you, but yeah, that was a stunner of a lap from Leo Cat. Let's see, will that pace carry on to the race? Because if he will finish miles ahead of the pack. But obviously, the start at Imola is very chaotic. So, strategy, yes. So Pope 13, that is the biggest shock in qualifying after all, and yeah, Pope here, he needs to get the fastest lap and 8th or 7th, and he'll be becoming the Super League champion. And he will be with we've got, I believe, Zetikorios, we've got Play Dutchy definitely, not sure how much, but definitely a lot. You'll enter the champions deck, and let's see, will that happen as his teammates up into 5th place. So it's going to be a very tight start, 32 laps of the Imola circuit, and it's going to be a very fantastic statement here. So we've got Unique J, Pope, JMB, Cyril, Starkick and Shankster. Very interestingly starting on the hard tyres, and that is going to be super interesting to see how that will go. But yeah, that will be very interesting, and I believe, because Shankster, I believe, was mostly on controller. I definitely think Shankster was mostly on controller, but I believe now he's actually switched to wheel. Maybe it's just him steering like he's actually on the controller, but yeah, if he finishes outside the top 8, or not top 9, then he won't get the title. So Piero now is going to be watching here and hoping Pope either DNFs or finishes outside the top 9. And if he wants to finish 8th the fastest lap, 7th, 6th, 5th above, he's gonna have the championship crown in his hands. So let's begin here this race, 32 laps of Imola, and it's gonna be a very exciting one, so get ready. And it's gonna be a very interesting. So lights are gonna come out very shortly, but all the drives obviously gotta start. Line up on the grid. So Leocat taking the first grid slot of the grid there, just waiting there patiently. As now we've got Shanks now preparing the tyres now, ready for the race. Those hards need to be at an optimal temperature window, and brakes definitely. But anyway, here we go now. So So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here at Imola. It's gonna be lights out and away we go for the Imola Grand Prix. Leocat gets a very good start. Jutsi Kevin Toussaint get away very nicely, but that is Dan Schneider just about alongside him. The F1 lover gets a very good start. Everyone off very nicely there. Everyone clean racing. Leocat's off to a fantastic start. We've got Pope up to now 12, the championship leader, making some places at the start, and everyone is off nicely, cleanly, and Tunturi living dangerous on those curbs at the Villeneuve chicane, and is up into P13. Now Born Evil looking close to Wiggly Style, but everyone is nice and clean off the start. The front wings are intact, and there's no debris flying off the track, which is great signs for this Grand Prix. So now we can carry on, but it's looking very close at the moment. But Joti Kev is going to try and pressurise the Ferrari ahead of him, but the man pressurising him is Joti Kev here, and he's going to try and give it everything here to try and pass Jutsi Kev. He knows it's going to be a very tough task, but Toussaint, he might know he's going to do it, but he's got around 100% ERS. He's going to use that to his advantage, and Toussaint will use that ERS. He's going to start gaining slightly on him, and Toussaint now just about 3/10 behind, and we might see an overtake maybe very soon, or maybe on this straight, but I believe everyone is staying behind each other. But MC Karini is making a very good run in Unique J. Unique J there getting a very, very sloppy first chicane, Tamburello chicane, but Unique J stays behind, stays ahead of MC Karini. So at the moment everything is nice and clear, but F1 Lovers finally is time to Toussaint here, and he's just about 9/10 behind them, so he's going to try and gain the time, but he's just about at the brink of 1 second. But yeah, they're all super close, and F1 Lover's going to try and get that DRS, but Volanik is super behind F1 Lover as well. Dan Schneider is incredibly close to him, and now Dan Schneider's going to try and make a move on Volanik very soon here. Goes through the final corner nicely. His teammate's just behind him, and he's maybe going to try to move Dan Schneider. He has the slipstream, he has the battery. He's going to have a run on Volanik to the outside of turn 1 at the Tamburello chicane. Dan Schneider goes round the outside, but Volanik keeps it nicely intact, and he stays in P5. But Dan Schneider is so close, and he's going to try and come back, but Volanik stays there. With his style gets ahead of Jetsi, so Jetsi maybe must have made a mistake at Toza. Now here comes Bon Evil now to the inside, the Alpine looking for a moment for the overtake. There's a bit of contact between them. Jetsi and Bon Evil making contact. Jetsi opens the door for a second there, but Bon Evil stays behind. Jetsi gets a bit of oversteer. That Bon Evil gets a nice exit out of The Aquaman Raleigh is now MC Cody on Unique J's. They're both on. That's Born Evil and Jetsy crashing at the chicane. And what on earth has happened there? At the chicane, Born Evil and Jetsy making massive contact, and Born Evil might have some damage. And that is so unfortunate. Born Evil might have to go into the pits, but Born Evil won't have the DRS. Jetsy will use the ERS. Born Evil is going to try and defend this. Born Evil knows how to defend, and he is so aggressive, but the DRS of Jetsy has just absolutely went, oh, as he jumps over the curbs there. Could have damaged his car, but I believe Bonnie has damaged the car. And yeah, so yeah, the top three at the moment are very close. Just about 2 tenths, about 5 tenths separate the top three. And this is super close, but actually Jutsi keeps taking the lead of the Amelia Maggie Grand Prix. Good, important, yeah, it's really important. Good evening to Nabil, but yeah, it's super crucial to not get penalties here. And yeah, I think pretty optimistic move there, but obviously it does happen, Gavra. And yeah, definitely front wing damage on Born Evil's car, but Pope making slow progress. But let's see, the possible future champion is trying to fight his way here through the field now. He's going to try and take another one off the list. There's yellow flag as Born Evil that's at Ravazza, and very unfortunate for him. Pope gets ahead of Unique J into turn 1, and following him is Shaxter to the inside. Centuri's going to try and go around the inside. There's a bit of contact. Centuri fighting with Shaxter here. Centuri will have the ERS to try and fight back around the outside, but Shaxter gets ahead of him. JB Small is just behind him here. I mean the AlphaTauri and his teammate, and Shankster's teammate. JB is going to try and follow Centuri, but he manages to stay ahead of him as Hussein still behind Jutsukev here. He's just slowly we're watching this battle between Jutsukev and Leocar. Jutsukev's got no ERS here to fight with, as Hussein and Leocar have pretty good ERS here. Hussein just about 8 tenths behind now as Leocar has retook the lead on lap 5 of this Grand Prix. So sorry about that, sorry. Leocat is now going to be really attacked here into turn 1 here. Just look at how powerful this DRS is. Pope sets the fastest lap, and that is going to be, at the moment, if he stays like this, he's going to get the championship. No, yes he will. If he gets the championship, he's going to stay like this. If it's going to stay like this, he will win this championship. So Pope is now just going to try and stay nice and intact to that position, and that position could win in the championship. But F1 Lovers slowly are losing a lot of time into Toussaint, and he's now probably not that confident that he's going to get P3 from Toussaint. He's losing no time, but Toussaint is and Jutsikev is a bit of and both of them, Jutsikev and Leocar, are really wide at the chicane. The third chicane, very wide, and that's going to give Jutsikev just the DRS. Toussaint will have the DRS as Toussaint now going to try and stay in that DRS. So I'm just going to see if he wins. I might look for Dan Schneider, but Dan has DRS. But the man who's going to definitely make a move is going to be Shankster here. At the brink of points, Centuri might follow him here, so Unique J could lose 2 places in the space of a corner, and they could make it 3 here. Jetsy behind here with quite a nice Centuri, but he stays nicely behind Unique J, and Jetsy gets a lot of overs here at the Villeneuve chicane. So A nice move there from Shankstand to Jury as they both are up into P10 and 11 respectively. That's F1 Lover and the Aquaman Raleigh, and I expected someone to spin there, and look how much places he's dropped. He's dropped to P13 just behind Jetsi, but the tyres are going to be wrecked when it comes to temperature. But now Volanik will be into P4, but he's got 4 seconds to do same. Dan Schneider gets a 3-second time penalty of multiple warnings, but Dan Schneider could try and get Volanik here. Just look how powerful this DRS is. It's just like nothing else. And now Dan Schneider's going to go round the outside of Volanik, and Volanik just about misses Dan Schneider and gets behind him. But now you'll have the slipstream on Dan Schneider. He's going to try and maybe make a move at the real left chicane, but it's going to be a no-go for Volanik, and it's a very close battle. MC Kawili with that was pretty Pope, as Pope now going to try and maybe get a move done on MC Kawili, as now the medium tyres will start to come into effect. The crossovers period and might have started just now, as Pope is now going to start making up the positions and making up the time. Jutsikev gets a 3-second time penalty, and that's Jutsikev at the chicane, and that is going to drop him to P8. And now Dan Schneider's up to P3. Volanik is going to have the DRS on him, but that is so unfortunate for the Swiss driver. And now that is going to be a big sign as he nearly spins again. The tyres on this car are just absolutely done for. He does go into the pits there, and he goes for a new set of tyres. And to say now, we'll have some clean air as we'll try and set after the Leo car, and he makes a massive mistake that's going to lose him 2/10 around the race over for Jetsi. Yeah, definitely, or maybe not. He's going to try and make a move on to Jury here, but yeah, one mistake cost a lot. But Evil's down a lot as well, 43 seconds behind Jutsikev, 30, around 20 now because of the picked up. It freezes and then it comes down very rapidly there. So Bonneville just about maybe 13 seconds behind Jutsikev, but MC Kawhi now going to try and make a move here on Whitney style, as the Alpine is looking super close here. Can MC make the move on Whitney style here? The Swedish driver just ahead of him here. Volanik goes into the pits, and now this is going to be a gift for Christmas for MC Kawhi. You have the slipstream in Whitney style practically has no slipstream, as now MC Kawhi is going to try and go round the outside, and he's going to try and do it. He gets forced on the grass, and that's Whitney style ahead of him. But here goes Pope to the inside at the field of Kane, and that is a very nice move from Pope. So and yeah, what happened to Jutsikev? Yeah, he spun at Aquaman and Raleigh, and yeah, that basically happened. He lost the rear at Aquaman and Raleigh, and yeah, really unfortunate for the Swiss driver, but obviously it happens for him with the tyres in the pit lane. That's going to be his race run and done, and it's going to end on lap 10, as we're going to be seeing one retirement at the moment in this Grand Prix. So Volanik gets a 3-second time penalty for track limit, as he's going to try and fight with Tanturi here. So Tanturi is going to try and defend this in the Alfa Romeo, as Tanturi won't get DRS, someone slowing down. Spawn Evil obviously after that retirement, so he's going to be yellow flags. But here comes Jetsi now into turn 1, and he's going to make the move. Nicely done, and that is going to get in P7 there, so Jetty making a very slow recovery up the field. He's up to P7, so very good for him after his return to the Super League. Dan Schneider just about 5 seconds behind Toussaint. Leo Cat having very similar pace here. Leo Cat just managing the pace here under tyres, as that will be the key phase for him, and saving in the battery. Toussaint's got around 60%, Leo Cat's got around 40%, and that's Pope getting past Wikistel. So Pope's tyres are just absolutely fantastic, and those medium tyres are going to be so much better than the soft tyres. Toussaint and Leo Cat stay out, and Shanks does just about 1.5 seconds behind Dan Schneider's. Hards are going to be very good at the moment, but mediums will be the fastest race tyre at the moment. Why do I bother? For the record, it was not optimistic. Well, I really forgot what happened between you and Bonnie, but something happened. I think something at the chicane you both got into the wall, kind of like a Piero and you incident there. So really sorry for you, Bon Evil. Oh, Gavra. So basically, what happened at the chicane, where the chicane where Jutsi Keva spun. Basically, Jetsi and Bonnie basically made contact, and they both went into the wall, causing Bon Evil to be the unlucky one. And thought Bon Evil was going to have a good race here, but unfortunately, it's not been on his side. So, yeah. But anyway, Unique J, big mistake there for Unique J, and that's gonna see him just ahead of Unique JMB Cyril here. That is a very big mistake. I thought he was gonna spin there, but Unique J well held from the German in the Mercedes, as maybe JMB Cyril might make a move, but the Premier Series driver is gonna stay back. Unique J making very bad mistake. Wiglistel and Dan Schneider go into the pits for the medium tyres, as Toussaint about 2.7 seconds behind Leo Cat. So Leo Cat's just slowly but surely getting a pace up. Volanik up into P10 now. He's at his pits, but I believe he's going for a very aggressive two-stopper like JMB Cyril did yesterday on Wednesday for the Premier Series, and we could see, in my opinion, smaller grids were better. At least, you know, he was a good racer. Yeah, I do agree with you, Bon Evil. I do agree with you, but obviously, yeah, it happens and we move on. But yeah, obviously, it happens to everybody. But hopefully that won't happen again, and I hope that everything will be fine. Leo Cat into the pits now for his last probably pit stop, and go into the Ferrari mechanics, and he's going to go to the mediums, and Naus will definitely go to the end of the race. Toussaint now gonna probably pit now, and Leo Cat will go for the undercuttings. Gavra Jetsi hit him, I believe so. I think, yeah, as Jetsi into the pits and get those tyres, those fresh medium tyres. But yeah, sorry for that, Born Evil. Yeah, Jetsi and Born Evil came together, and yeah, very unfortunate for the both of them. But obviously, contact does happen in races, and yeah, really unfortunate for that. And Volanik gets a 3-second time penalty. JMB was retired from this Grand Prix. He's crashed, and that is going to be a safety car. And Toussaint just about goes into the pits. I think there's a Hamilton there, a kind of a Hamilton 2020 moment, where the safety car comes out and he just misses it. But this is going to be a ticket And Toussaint now into the pits, Pope into the pits. Shankster's gonna definitely go into the pits. And Pope will go to the soft tyres, and Shanks will go on the mediums, and that is going to be a massive game changer. And there's Cat, there is Toussaint, and look at that. Would you look at that, the safety car saving Toussaint's race. Yeah, not good for, definitely not good for Cat. Now that's going to be P2, Pope up to P3, Shanks to P4, Psycho Wheelie P5, Wiggly start Dan Schneider. Now everyone will pit for new tyres, and Toussaint will be leading this Grand Prix at the moment. He's going to try and look for his first race win of the season in the Super League, and yeah, it's going to be a very interesting battle here between Cat and Toussaint. Toussaint will have the fresher tyres than Cat. Pope softs. Oh no, they won't go to the end. Pope will have to make another stop. Unless he goes back on the medium tyres, but then he'll be at the back of the grid again. He'll be P14 around. And yeah. You can, you can go to the end, but you'll get a puncture because you can't do 17 laps. There'll be like maybe 80%, 90%, so it's a very big risk for a puncture, but if he can do that, then that's just very, very, they're at the same time, actually, pretty much. They asked us you both asked the same question, so, yeah, Pope, I think he won't go to the end on those softs, no chance. I will bet something. No chance. I don't think so that those tyres are going to the end, because the soft deteriorate in the circuit quite aggressively, and he's gonna have to make another stop. And yeah, Star Kicker into the pits. And now we're going to be probably going for another lap after this one on the safety car. And yeah, so JMB Surreal out. I think JMB Surreal just spun it at Aquaminarale and just crashed the car there, and forcing him out of this Grand Prix. So we just now passed the half phase of this Grand Prix. So now this is where it's going to count a lot here. So Toussaint at the moment on maybe verge of taking a race win. Let's have a quick look at Toussaint on warnings. 2 warnings for Toussaint, 2 warnings for Cat. Pope with just 1 warning. Shankster as well, 2 warnings. So the top 4, Shankster, Cat, Toussaint have 2, with Pope just 1 warning to his name. So one more warning for Toussaint, Cat, Shankster, and beyond the grid will get a 3-second time penalty. And yeah, so let's see how will this go. But yes, we can see now that the safety car is going to be in this lap, so Toussaint is going to become the de facto safety car here, and he's going to try and play this absolutely perfectly, because he knows it's a very long straight and the slipstream is just absolutely on absolute powerfulness. But yeah, Toussaint is going to slow down. He's going to try and let it go as late as possible. He absolutely skyrockets off the start. I believe there was a bit of contact. Cat gets a 5-second penalty. I'll probably get removed at the end of the race for contact with Pope, I believe. But Toussaint has done a very good start of this phase of the race, but Cat has clawed some of that time back to Toussaint, and Cat is going to try and get Toussaint back here. And Toussaint he knows how to deal with pressure, and he's going to try and get past the Mercedes when you're Cat. So Cat, look at him, he's just absolutely flying at the moment. He's really pressurizing Toussaint, and Luca trying everything he can here. Toussaint now going to be pretty much told to defend against Leocat here. Pope is now P3, and he's going to try and push as much as he can on those soft tyres and save them pretty much, because if he can make those tyres to the end, I will be super surprised. Toussaint there breaking the slipstream, and you can just see there that was super defensive there, and the slipstream that Leocat got there was nice as well. So and as well as Pope getting a very nice slipstream, but getting a very bad Tamburello chicane, and that's not going to help him at all. As Leocat now, look how close he is there with the helicopter camera shot, as you can see there, over the skirts of the circuit generally. Look how close Leocat is. He's just slowly closing there, knocking on Toussaint's door and say, I want to pass you for the lead here. But Toussaint is gonna say, no thank you, I want this win, and it's gonna be mine. So it's gonna be a very big fight here for the win, and we'll see how all this go. And I will be surprised if however this will go. Shanks in this fight as well. MC Korea might start getting involved here. So let's see now, on to the straight for the second time here. I believe DRS will be enabled for all the drivers, as Toussaint breaking the slipstream, and DRS is enabled. Here comes Pope possibly on Leocat, but Leocat now are on the outside of Toussaint. They're going to be side by side. Leocat gets forced wide, and that's Leocat off the track, and that is going to be Leocat out of this Grand Prix, but he's going to be at last, and that is going to be Leocat after doing such a good race, and it's going to end his dreams of maybe winning this Grand Prix. And super unfortunate. I'm not really sure what happened with Toussaint. There must have been some contact between him. There's a lot of contact and pushing around happening there, but yeah, super unfortunate there, and I can express your emotions there from Gavra, Tabby and Director. That is so unfortunate. But Pope now will enhance the pace of the soft tyres, and he's going to try and get past Toussaint. It's going to be a piece of cake. Accounts of how much grip the man has, but Toussaint will defend this most likely. But Toussaint's not going to defend this one because he knows he's got the soft tyre. They will start to get worse, and Toussaint will let Pope take the lead of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix for the time being. And Pope now just weaving around, breaking the section very, very strangely, heading up to the Tamburello chicane, not the Tamburello, the up into Leo. There was contact between Toussaint and Pope. Toussaint and Leocat spun at the Tamburello chicane, the first chicane. Toussaint and Leocat made some contact, and that forced Leocat off and spun on the gravel there. But Pope is just on a different league right now. He's just controlling the pace. Toussaint is trying to get the pace, but Toussaint is now going to try and get in at DRS, and looking by it, he's not in the DRS. He's yellow flagged in sector 3. That is Star Kicker. Yes, at the chicane. The Williams there, sadly spinning there. Pope with the first lap of 1 minute 17.1. Pope Toussaint is in the second, but Jack's on Toussaint now. Going to the outside, simple move there from him. And now is going to try and go for Pope here, but Shankster looks super quick. at this phase of the Grand Prix, and now Jody kept getting a 3-second time penalty, but look at the youngster he's getting there. Yeah, evening for Shankster, not Shankster, evening to JMB Surreal there. Yeah, we saw that, JMB. Really unfortunate there for you, but yeah, really unfortunate for what happened to you, but to say now, gonna try and attack Shankster, but Shankster will have DRS on pole. Yeah, most likely, but the top three basically have pretty much identical DRS. Popstar's gonna be dying. Yeah, definitely. It was a happy accident, Jamie's. I'm joking, no it's not. Yeah, really unfortunate for you. You're doing a pretty good race. Shankster with a 1 minute 17.0 and he's faster than Pope on the medium tyres. This man's got pace. And I mean that. And Shankster, he makes a massive mistake. And just about the skin of his teeth, stays in P2 and nearly spun at the Tamburello chicane. So driver's nearly spinning there. Tuesday's now going to be even closer to him, as now we're going to see Pope now starting to take the lead and extend that, I should say, as Pope's now going to try and extend it, but Shankster, his pace is just absolutely out to the window, faster than Pope. Shankster is starting lost. Tunturi's out of this Grand Prix, and if that's a safety car, that is Pope's saviour. As a virtual safety car, Leo gets a 3-second penalty. It's a virtual safety car, and that's gonna help the most probably for Pope, because that's a virtual safety car, and he's probably going into the pits, or maybe not, and now it's gonna help Pope's tyres to wear less, but that is a big crash for Tunturi. He's out of this Grand Prix, but yes, Shanks at the moment is trying to do a last first here. Pope now probably going to go to the end of the race on these tyres, but it will be very tight, Director. He might make it, but it's going to be very close, so let's see how will Pope manage those tyres. Unique J gets a not a 3-second time penalty. You drive through a penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car, and that's him. Gonna have to serve that in a couple of laps time. Leocat now is gonna have another position when why he has a pit, he won't make it. Yeah, I'm not sure, but Nabil, but I think just by the skin of his teeth, Pope might make it to the end, but he's got to make absolutely fantastic tyre saving to just in the DRS of Shanks. The Shanks don't have DRS, so Toussaint's going to have a very big lifeline. Yeah, Shanks with no DRS, and Toussaint's going to ever so slightly claw the time back. The DRS on the straight is just absolutely fantastic. 184. That's going to be 12 or 13 miles an hour quicker, and Shanks on the straight there with DRS, and that is just absolutely stunning. Thanks for the race. Yeah, they probably did a very good job regarding qualifying. That was a very nice job, but yeah, we're unfortunate. Why he hasn't in the pits. I'm not sure. I think Pope might just make it. He's got to have, like, as I just said, just absolute expert tyre saving here. He's going to be like Perez right now. Maybe his tyres are starting to get better, you never know. This P2 could help Pope. Yeah, definitely. Shanks is slowly dropping off his pace. Toussaint now slowly gaining time on Shankster even more here, and the slipstream we get on this particular straight is just so powerful. And let's say 6/10, you'll probably get past someone very easily with the DRS if you just have the good exit out of the final corner. Just look at the power of the DRS around this straight. And it's gonna be a simple move, and there's contact between Two Saints and Shankster, as Shankster moves over a bit late, and Shankster and Two Saint made contact, and that is super unfortunate. But yeah, Drescher making a very good point. The battling will help Pope a lot here. He's about 3 seconds. Spin out a little bit too early. Oh, so he's just gone too much on the throttle at some corner. And yeah, so Two Saints still just behind Shankster here. And yeah, Pope. Yeah, exactly. He's going to save Tyler Perez. If he doesn't, then he might get a puncture. But you never know. It's going to be very interesting to see how will that go. But at the moment, he's got 9 laps of tyres. But yeah, they are losing a lot of time here. But Two Saints and Shankster will battle again. So this is going to gain a lot more time to Pope. And when he builds like Pope builds like a 5-second gap, then he can slowly start saving those tyres. But here goes Two Saints. Now this is going to be a very easy move. Round the outside of turn 1, no contact made. And Shankster now down into P3 and Two Saints up to P2 now. And very clean move from him. Shankster will have a very light slipstream, but Two Saints is ahead of him. But I think the thing is, Shankster's setup looks to be very good in the dirty air. Yeah, the soft can last 14 laps. They can. They definitely can. Two Saints done that. Yeah, they don't have to battle that hard, but obviously it's for P2 here, and it's very close, so you never know. It's going to be a very close one, but yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting one. Just to give us another 3-second time penalty, as was Jetsi. Volanix just behind F1 Lover here, and F1 Lover's going to be here slightly under pressure from Volanix kind of behind here, 5/10, but as we saw here, just look at how much he gained. 183, 198. That's 15 miles an hour difference, and that is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Gavra's done 16, but yeah. So maybe the limits might be 16, 15 laps when they'll maybe they will be effective like maybe 12 laps, but like 14 laps they'll be just absolutely done for. Then lap 16 they're going to be probably out under puncture territory. And yeah, so yeah, Cass just making a point there, the tyres will be very bad. But yeah, Shanks is staying in the DRS of Two Saints, but Two Saints, his pace at the moment is great. Yeah, but yeah, Two Saints, he is gaining, so maybe that Pope's tyres are slowly deteriorating. That's yellow flag. That's going to be Jetsi at the chicane, and that's going to be him down to P11 now, just at the brink of points. And that is going to be super unfortunate. Jetsi's retired from the session, and that's going to be a virtual safety car, and that's going to put up to a safety car, and this is going to be a lifeline for Pope, and that is going to definitely make him to the end for the race. So Pope will make those tyres end, but Two Saints is going to be behind, but Pope's tyres will be very bad at the end of this Grand Prix. So yeah, Two Saints is now going to turn his absolute maximum pace here if he wants to win this race. He knows Pope's tyres are going to be struggling, and yeah, it's going to be a very short safety car, and it might just maybe last just around a lap, and we might just have DRS for just the final lap. We'll see. Unique J pits for the soft tyres, and Yes, Tabby's saying expressing lucky there, but two safety cars and one virtual safety car in this Grand Prix here in the Super League. So at the moment, if it stands like this, Pope will be champion as Pope does go into the pit to Saint. What is he going to do? He's not going to go into the pit. Shankster continues. MC is not. Dan's going to continue. Windy Star is. F1 Lover goes into the pits. Jutica out, stays out. Leocat stays out as well. As Pope now going to be down to P8. And that is going to be enough for him to take the championship. I believe so. And he's going to make the task work, but he does no penalty, so that is going to promote him maybe to P6, even maybe to the Pope, maybe to 4th. But yeah, to say now going to lead the Grand Prix once again from the pack, and the Mercedes AMG CrowdStrike car is now going to lead the pack, and he's going to that safety car is going to come in definitely at the end of this lap. Unique J is now going to slow the game, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And yeah, let's see what will happen, but the safety car is probably going to be in this lap, and we'll see. But yeah, I think it will be in this lap or next lap, but let's see. Probably by now it would say whether it is the safety car in this lap, or maybe when there was a bug just at the exit of the factor Sue. Let's see. Let's see, is the safety car in this lap? It actually is going to continue for one more lap, and that is going to then help Unique J a lot, because then you will be able to gain a lot of time. Yeah, so everyone's going to be back together. 4 laps left, and we may have the Super League champion. Yes, exactly. And it's going to be a very interesting one. Shankster is going to now try and challenge Hussein. It's going to be just 2 laps of racing here. It's going to be a sprint race to the line, and it's going to be a very fantastic one. And I hope it's not going to be any chaos, but Shankster and Hussein will battle this incredibly hard. And let's see how will they do. MC Koreeli will have P3, Dan Schneider 4th, but Winsdale doesn't have no penalties, and we'll have P3 at the moment, unless we get 2 lap sprint. And yeah, we'll see. Quickly check with Winsdale how much warnings does the Swedish driver have. He has 2 warnings. Dan has got a penalty, MC's got as well, 2 Saint and Pope have a penalty as well. Shankster as well has a penalty. No, it has no penalty, only has 2 warnings. And yeah, it's going to probably be the same kind of stuff. Yes, it's going to be Pierre, yeah. In the championship, in the driver standings, Piero is P2, and Pope is P1 at the moment. If he outscores Piero by 3 points, which is not here, so if Pope gets 8th or higher, then he's gonna get the championship. But yeah, here we go now. So for the final 2 laps, it's gonna be a sprint race down to the line, as Leocat gets another penalty for severe collision. Tuesday with Weaves there twice, and he's gonna be going flat to the line here, and it's gonna be a chaotic one. Here goes now F1 Lover now, and that's contact with him and Star Kicker, and that's for F1 Lover down to P12. Unique J, not the Unique J, Star Kicker and Leocat side by side for Lanik ahead, and that is Jutsi Kev. That's a massive hit to the wall, and he's gonna career across the track, and that's gonna be him retiring from the race. and that could maybe be a safety car, but I don't think it will be. Pope trying to go round the outside, gets forced wide. Volek cuts over him there. I don't think he can do that. Volanik there defending as much as he can. But here goes Pope now to the inside of Volanik, and here goes Leocat maybe. But Volanik stays ahead. And it's now going to be the final lap here. So Toussaint is going to probably win this. He has to, this final corner is probably going to decide the race here. But Toussaint now going to need to break the slipstream. It's going to be basically a drag race to turn one if it's going to happen. But Shanks is gaining all the time, but Toussaint stays ahead. Pope now gets ahead of Wiggly Style. This is a very good charge back to the grid, and he's going to definitely get P3 here. And now Pope is just going to push as much as he can. And it's now still the last lap. As that's Wiggly Style hitting the wall at the Villeneuve chicane, and that's going to be him at the back of the grid. And that's F1 Lover now. As we speak, at the Tamburello chicane, spinning out, and that's very unfortunate. But look how close Shankster is here. It's going to be super tight, and this one's going to go down to the wire. And who is that? That's MC Kawili. Oh no! And after such a good race, Volanik now on him. Shankster! That's Shankster out! Spinning out, and that is so unfortunate. Toussaint through the final corner. He's done such a great race. He's gonna win with Dan Schneider second. Pope's gonna jump up to second, and here we go with Pope tapes your season 5 season 5 Premier Series. Oh my days, I've got my words mixed up. But Pope, congratulations, you have won the Super League Drivers' title. You are the new champion of Gavra Racing in the Super League. Pope is your new champion. We've got 2 champions crowned this week, and Pope is one of them, with Cass obviously for last week. But Pope is going to enter the championship deck in the Super League, and he's going to join Dutchy, and obviously last season's champion, as obviously with Zetikors after displaying such a dominant performance last season. But what round of applause to Pope, because that was fantastic. But yeah, great job to Saint. Great job there, Toussaint. You were absolutely driving your heart out today, but it's gonna be Mr. Toussaint taking the win here. He's super proud of himself after that one. The Mercedes 1-4 there. Unique J skyrockets up to P4 after the drama there, but GG to Pope for the championship. Pope will take the championship, and P2. Toussaint P1, Pope P2, Dan Schneider P3, Unique J P4, Yocat P5, Star Kicker, Shankster, Volanik, F1 Lover, and then Wiggly Style after spin on the final lap takes P10 with MC Kawili, Jutsi Kev, Jetsy, and then Tunchiri with Jetsy, Jamie Surreal, and then Born Evil retiring out the race. But yeah, really unfortunate for Jutsi Kev after displaying such a great performance, but unfortunately it was not the man's race today. But great job from Xavi, aka Toussaint. That was a very good display, and that shows why he's one of the top drivers in the Super League. Congratulations to him. But the man who we all should congratulate, well done Pope, he is gonna take the championship here at Imola, and it's gonna be 2 champions crown. We've got the academy to go as well, and also the freshman league. But well done to Toussaint, fantastic job from you, and hopefully you are very happy of that. So here we go. and that was a fantastic race. So thank you guys for watching. Unfortunately, that's going to crown off the session, but make sure tomorrow join Nazi for GT Sport Group A. Saturdays join Nazi as well for Group B, and on the weekend league tomorrow we could see a championship crowned as well, with Shortbread maybe taking the championship if he does have a fantastic weekend. But it's going to be a great one for weekend league at USA. It's going to be a very interesting one. Join that one. And then on Monday, the Academy League Nazi will commentate that on Russia. For Tuesday, me and Gig Fusion if you can. Wednesday, Tuesday, the Bon Evil. And Thursday, just me this time next week. And it's going to be a very interesting one. So see you guys for Russia at the Sochi Autodromo circuit, a former Olympic venue. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And this one been just such a hectic race. 2 safety cars, 1 virtual safety car. But anyway, it's going to be a goodbye from me. Enjoy your evening, guys. Thank you, Gavra. And I'll see you all, guys, very soon. And it's going to be the main leagues topped up here in Imola. And now we're going to be moving on to Russia, just next to the Red Sea. We'll see you guys then.